don't believe in being enemies of somebody's enemy. No, we want to make our own enemies, not fight other people's enemies. This is our doctrine. When there was the Cold War, one day they asked me a question. Are you pro-East or pro-West? I said, you must think I am an idiot. Why do you think my main job is to be pro somebody? I am pro myself. And I deal with all other people according to how they relate with my own interests. These people think we are stupid. Such a question is an idiotic question. Whenever issues come up, and some people want us to take positions against Russia, we say, but you people, these people have been with us for the last 100 years. How can we be automatically against them? We have even forgiven our former enemies, the colonialists, the ones who had colonized us, the ones who had actually taken slaves from here and did bad things. We have forgiven them, and we are working with them. How can we be against somebody who has never harmed us and who instead helped us? Yes, when the Russians make mistakes, in 1968, I was in the university and I was in the streets in Dar es Salaam demonstrating against Brezhnev's decision to invade Czechoslovakia, to overthrow Alexander Dubček. So, if Russia makes mistakes, then we tell them, like we did in 1968. But when they have not made a mistake, we cannot be against them. So this is point number one. This is the historical context which those who are ignorant about world affairs should know. Because there seems to be a lot of ignorance in world affairs. People have very limited understanding of philosophy, of strategy, which we don't accept. For us, we have got our clear position. As part of the African liberation movement, we know who is who and who is doing what and why, and we know where we stand. Coming to today, we have got a lot of potential. Well, of course, we have been working with Russia and with the Soviet Union before, especially in the areas of security. Our first Air Force was trained by Czechs. We used to buy equipment from Czechoslovakia, and then the Soviet Union itself, and we have been working with them on the security field. But now we have added new areas. The Joint Permanent Commission is going to meet in October and go into the details of the areas we can cooperate in. Uganda, as you can see, we produce a lot. There's nothing agriculture in the world that we cannot produce here. So if you need anything agricultural, coffee, we've got a lot of coffee. We're the biggest producers of coffee in the whole of Africa. Tea, milk, beef, grain, bananas. We're the second biggest producers of bananas in the whole world. So all those things, and some of our products go to Russia through Western Europe, but we can now deal directly with you. And then we have also talked of cooperation or cooperating in space science. Uganda would like to have its own small satellite to see what is happening around the the globe. Then nuclear energy. Although Uganda has got hydropower and sun and so on, but we have also got a lot of uranium, which we would like to use to generate electricity and for other purposes, medical, biotech, and so on. Then, in the area of what we call the pathogenic economy, the economy which deals with the vaccines, deals with therapeutics, deals with diagnostics. So all these fields are open. The market here is a big market. You have the internal market of Uganda of 43 million people. Then we have East Africa with a population of more than 300 million people. And then you have the whole of Africa, which is part of the CFTA, the Continental Free Trade Area of 1.5 billion people. So we want to trade with Russia, want to trade with all countries of the world. We don't believe in being enemies of somebody's enemy. The strategy of the African freedom movement, of which we are part, is because the human race for the last 4.5 million years, when human beings have been here, has had two oppressions. Oppression by nature, floods, hunger, disease, drought, and oppression by man. When certain men oppress other people. You want to translate? No, it's okay. You understand. So therefore, if you look at our language, in the resistance movement and the African freedom fighting movement, we talk of progressive forces versus reactionary forces. Progressive forces are those forces which improve the condition of man, irrespective of their social systems. So that's why, if we see China coming up, it is a communist country. We are not communists ourselves here, but they have controlled hunger in China, they have controlled disease, they have produced more jobs, they have created more electricity. So we are happy with them, we welcome them. Then you look at a country like Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a monarchy. I'm not a monarchist, I'm a Republican. But they are improving situation in their country.